Today, we're talking about the story behind the Kate Middleton situation, and how rumors about the princess's disappearance following a surgery led to her posting a poorly photoshopped image on Instagram, which, after being redacted, caused even more rumors and speculation. That eventually got so bad, a Kate Middleton lookalike had to speak out, and the princess's private health records may have been hacked. But I pulled together this entire story all the way from the beginning. So by the end, you can understand everything that's happened so far surrounding Kate Middleton. If it's your first time here, hi, I'm Austin. I make videos staying caught up with the latest internet drama and news, so if that sounds like your thing, feel free to stick around. Thank you so much for helping the channel break 90,000 subs. It's pretty unbelievable that we're only 10,000 people away from breaking 100K. I really appreciate everyone that's joined us so far. And even if you don't decide to subscribe, thank you so much for watching. Today's story was requested by a handful of different people. If you ever come across a story you think I should cover, feel free to DM me on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. Now, let's just get into it. First, for context, Kate Middleton is 42 and married to Prince William in the British royal family. The story begins back on January 17th, when Kensington Palace announced that Kate Middleton would be hospitalized for 10 to 14 days following planned abdominal surgery, with the statement adding that, based on the current medical advice, she is unlikely to return to public duties until after Easter. Less than 2 hours later, it was also announced that King Charles will undergo a corrective procedure for an enlarged prostate next week. The palace said the king's condition is benign. The royal family releasing these two large health announcements so close to each other started making people a little more suspicious about what happened to the princess. And her updates continued on January 29th, when news broke that both Kate and King Charles have returned home, with Kensington Palace telling news outlets that Kate will continue her recovery from surgery and is making good progress. The next week, on February 7th, Prince William was spotted out with Tom Cruise at the London Air Ambulance charity event, during which he spoke and mentioned Kate's medical situation.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you also for the kind messages of support for Catherine and for my father, especially in recent days. It means a great deal to us all. It's fair to say the past few weeks have had a rather medical focus, so I thought I'd come to an air ambulance function to get away from it all.
After this, nearly a month went by. Then the first couple incidents to really kick off the conspiracy theories happened. On February 27th, news outlets reported Prince William canceling his plans to attend his godfather's memorial service due to personal matters. This surprised many people and built on the existing speculation. However, the royal family wasn't too happy about all of these rumors picking up on Twitter, because a couple days after the news about Prince William broke, they said in a statement to ET, "We gave guidance 2 days ago that the Princess of Wales continues to be doing well. As we have been clear since our initial statement in January, we shall not be providing a running commentary or providing daily updates." AP News also reports that, at the time, royal aides told The Sun newspaper, "We've seen the madness of social media, and that is not going to change our strategy. There has been much on social media, but the princess has a right to privacy and asks the public to respect that." Believe it or not, this did pretty much nothing to stop people from wondering where Kate Middleton was at. And discussion online only increased after a new photo came out of Kate Middleton riding in a SUV driven by her mom. And that may not sound very crazy, but just wait till you hear that. An eyewitness told ET that Princess Kate and her mother were spotted in their vehicle around 9 a.m. just outside London. The princess was low-key, looking out the window as her mother paid attention to the road. Thank God we have that eyewitness testimony. I never would have been able to tell by the photo. Following this is when the rumors and speculation really started running wild, because on March 10th, Kate Middleton decided to break her silence by posting a photo on Instagram of her and her 3 kids celebrating Mother's Day. The caption reads, "Thank you for your kind wishes and continued support over the last 2 months. Wishing everyone a happy Mother's Day. C." And she gives photo credit to Prince William. Seems like a cute and harmless photo that will definitely stop all the rumors, right? Wrong. Because the next day, the photo was retracted by all major news outlets for appearing manipulated. The AP News article says AP initially published the photo, which was issued by Kensington Palace. While there was no suggestion the photo was fake, AP retracted it because closer inspection revealed the source had manipulated the image in a way that did not meet AP's photo standards. For instance, the photo shows an inconsistency in the alignment of Princess Charlotte's left hand. The Kensington Palace media office is not open on weekends, and a voicemail left for a spokesperson was not immediately returned. On Monday, Britain's national news agency, PA, said it was also withdrawing the photo. PA said it had asked Kensington Palace for clarification about the image, and in the absence of that clarification, we are killing the image from our picture service. And around the same time, Kate Middleton admitted to manipulating the image in this tweet. Like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. I wanted to express my apologies for any confusion the family photograph we shared yesterday caused. I hope everyone celebrating had a very happy Mother's Day. See. At this point, the conspiracy theories on Twitter really got started. And this is when most not terminally online people heard about all the speculation. Because that night, pretty much every late night host covered it. The next day, on March 11th, the conversation didn't slow down. After Kate and William were spotted in the car on their way to a private appointment. And before you go thinking that this is just a normal photo and people couldn't possibly find something wrong with it, look at the color of the wall above the car. Now look at it through the windows of the car. That's right, they're different colors. And of course, people online started having a field day with this, which may or may not have gotten better after the agency behind the photo admitted that, while the image has been cropped and lightened, nothing has been doctored. ET also wrote, meanwhile, the mystery surrounding Kate's seemingly manipulated Mother's Day portrait isn't getting any clearer. ET has learned that Kensington Palace has no plans to reissue the original unedited portrait of the Princess of Wales and her 3 children that was released on Sunday for British Mother's Day. Adding that, a few days later, on March 13th, the fallout continued when Phil Chetwynd, the global news director at Agence France Presse, recently told BBC Radio that Buckingham Palace is absolutely no longer a trusted source after clearly violating the agency's journalistic ethics. The next day, the Kate Middleton Mother's Day photo was marked as an altered photo/video on Instagram. According to the fact-checking website that Instagram links to, which has been translated from Spanish, the image shows several signs of having been digitally altered. Thus, it can be seen that the left sleeve of Princess Charlotte's sweater appears blurred and unnatural compared to her hand, which is slightly displaced in relation to the sleeve. Nor does the cut of her skirt match the finish of the sweater. Likewise, Middleton's right hand appears out of focus. This could be explained by an involuntary movement, but given the lighting conditions in that outdoor space, it seems that they rule out this possibility. Also, taking into account that the rest of the elements are focused. Another detail that demonstrates the manipulation of the photograph is the fact that the left part of the Princess of Wales' hair appears out of focus, while the rest of her hair appears sharp, as can be seen by increasing the brightness of the picture. With this technique, it is also confirmed that at the height of her chest there is a cut line, and that the zipper on her jacket lacks continuity, the agency's experts add. Furthermore, according to an analysis carried out with the analysis tool of the Greek research group MeVer, Media Verification, there is a 78% probability that the image is manipulated. This application detects the traces left in an image by JPEG compressions, the most used standard in digital photographs. Its algorithm identifies the insertion of one image over another, based on the discrepancy between the compression histories of the 2 images, as MeVer explains to facilitate the interpretation of its results. On the other hand, an examination carried out with the artificial intelligence application Ivorez, Identification, Verification, and Response, a project co-directed by RVTE and the Autonomous University of Barcelona, to detect misinformation and manipulated images, indicates that there's more than a 70% probability that the image has been digitally altered. Later that same day, on the 14th, Prince William made a visit to the West Youth Center. While there, he mentioned Kate. While working on icing a cookie, William noted that his artistic skills may leave something to be desired. My wife is the arty one. he confessed. And my children. My children are more arty than I am. This was apparently enough to make the news. But 4 days later, on March 18th, probably the largest development in the story so far happened, when TMZ captured this exclusive footage of Kate Middleton and Prince William visiting the Windsor farm shop about a mile from their home in Windsor. The article adds that The Sun reported, eyewitnesses saw them out and about this past weekend. Onlookers felt she looked happy, relaxed, and healthy as she strolled in the store, a supermarket of sorts, and the couple didn't seem to have a care in the world. One of the eyewitnesses who saw them, Nelson Silva, says, I noticed a couple choosing loaves of bread, and the woman turned her face, and I felt like I'd seen the face before. It was familiar. I knew it from somewhere. He adds, I went to my car, and as they came out of the shop, I just filmed them. I think they walked out through a gate out of the grounds. They just vanished, and I didn't see a car. I just wanted to share with my family footage and show just how normal they were. Silva finishes, Kate looked happy and relaxed. They look happy just to be able to go to a shop and mingle. Kate looked relieved, like it was a success going to a shop. It felt natural. So we finally have a clear video of Kate Middleton that will settle all the conspiracies, right? Well, not exactly. Because now people started claiming that the woman in the video is a Kate Middleton lookalike, not the real thing. And at this point, the speculation online was getting completely out of hand. And one expert on the royal family felt the need to weigh in and say, well, it's obviously Kate. There's no doubt about that. There's no body double running around here. A couple hours later, TMZ got in touch with Heidi Agin, one of the UK's most popular Kate Middleton lookalikes. She says in an interview,
Today's been a really crazy day because people think that I'm Kate Middleton in the video that's come out online. I've been doing a lot of interviews and given my alibi that no, it wasn't me in the video. I was actually at work. So I think it is 100% her. I haven't received any threats at all, but people are concerned about the whereabouts of Kate Middleton. Usually our work follows the trend that the royal family does. So if they're busy, we're busy. So in previous years, like when she's been pregnant and has been out of the spotlight, then work would fall, I suppose, out of respect for her and her health. So I assumed that that would happen this time, but it hasn't followed that trend. And I have had a lot more requests for work, I think just because she's been missing for so long. If I walk into crowded places at the moment, I think because she hasn't been seen for so long, I walked into a place on Saturday and the whole place erupted and was just like, Kate Middleton's here.
After this, Heidi explains why she believes all these rumors got started.
I think all the conspiracy theories have started because there is not a lot of information about what's happened with her. The king put out a statement to say what's wrong with him, and I think everybody expected Kate to do the same. She didn't, and she's kept very quiet about it and been very private about it. They did release the photo on Mother's Day, which was an unfortunate thing that it got taken as far as it did with the Photoshop, because it was a beautiful photo of her and her children. I think that was meant to kind of quash a few of the rumors, but instead it's gone the other way. And now, even though she is out and about with William, it's turned into it's not her at all. I think it was 100% her. At the moment, I think that the whole conspiracy theory thing has gone a little bit too far. I think that originally it started out as a little bit of a joke of where is she, what is she doing, is she okay? I think she's 100% fine. I think she's had a surgery and needs to recover, and we need to respect that. She's a public figure, she's not public property. Everybody else has their right to privacy with their medical records, and she needs that as well. So I think she's alive, she's well, she's fine, she's just recovering, and she'll be back after Easter like Kensington Palace told us she would be. I do sympathise with Kate. I think that it's a shame, you know, if you've had a major operation, you just want to be with your family and you want to recoup, and she doesn't get that luxury. Everybody wants to know where she is. Now is the time just to leave her alone, and she'll come back when she's ready.
Later the same day, the situation only got more insane. After the UK outlet Mir reported a major security breach as hospital staff attempted to view Kate's private medical records. They write, "The world-renowned hospital where the Princess of Wales was treated has launched an investigation over claims staff attempted to access her private medical records. Bosses have launched a probe into the claims Kate's confidentiality was breached while she was a patient in the London clinic in January. At least one member of staff was said to have been caught trying to access the 42-year-old's notes. The allegations has sent shockwaves through the hospital in Marylebone, central London, which has a reputation for discreetly treating of the royal family, former presidents, PMs, and celebrities. One insider revealed, this is a major security breach and incredibly damaging for the hospital, given its unblemished reputation for treating members of the royal family. Senior hospital bosses contacted Kensington Palace immediately after the investigation was brought to their attention, and assured the palace there would be a full investigation. The whole medical staff have been left utterly shocked and distraught over the allegations, and were very hurt that a trusted colleague could have possibly been responsible for such a breach of trust and ethics. They add, it is a criminal offense for any staff in an NHS or private healthcare setting to access the medical records of a patient without the consent of the organization's data controller. The Metropolitan Police did not confirm whether it had been informed of the allegations. An Information Commissioner's Office, ICO, spokesperson said, "We can confirm that we have received a breach report and are assessing the information provided." The London clinic refused to comment on the claims, but said, "We firmly believe that all our patients, no matter their status, deserve total privacy and confidentiality regarding their medical information." The hospital informed the palace of the alleged breach as soon as it was discovered, sources said. Kensington Palace said, "This is a matter for the London clinic. Kate is understood to have been made aware of the alleged incident." It was at this point, 2 days later on March 22nd, that this whole situation went from fun conspiracy theory to just sad and a little confusing, because Kate Middleton shared this 2-minute video explaining all of her recent health concerns. It begins with her thanking everyone and her medical team for their support over the past couple months. Then she explains,
"In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment. This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family. As you can imagine, this has taken time. It has taken me time to recover from major surgery in order to start my treatment. But most importantly, it has taken us time to explain everything to George, Charlotte and Louis in a way that's appropriate for them and to reassure them that I'm going to be okay. As I've said to them, I am well and getting stronger every day by focusing on the things that will help me heal in my mind, body and spirits. Having William by my side is a great source of comfort and reassurance too, as is the love, support and kindness that has been shown by so many of you. It means so much to us both. We hope that you'll understand that as a family, we now need some time, space and privacy while I complete my treatment. My work has always brought me a deep sense of joy, and I look forward to being back when I'm able. But for now, I must focus on making a full recovery. At this time, I'm also thinking of all those whose lives have been affected by cancer. For everyone facing this disease, in whatever form, please do not lose faith or hope. You are not alone.
As much as I dislike the royal family, I wish Kate Middleton the best during her treatment and recovery, because cancer is just slightly worse than the British royal family. Well, maybe. But with that, we're caught up on pretty much everything surrounding the Kate Middleton situation, which has now shifted over to condemning late-night hosts for their previous jokes about Kate. And especially Stephen Colbert, who is getting sued for making a joke about Prince William having an affair 2 weeks before this news came out. But now that you know pretty much everything about this situation, I need to know, what do you think about everything? Are the late night hosts in the wrong for making those jokes about all the Kate Middleton speculation? Why do you think the royal family tried to hide Kate's medical situation for so long? And did you know Kate and William are actually cousins? Let me know that and anything I missed down in the comments. If you want to stay caught up with even more internet drama and news, subscribe to either channel to catch the next story. And check out my recent videos. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.